Monster that saved movie theaters. The legendary Godzilla. Legendary Pictures' 2014 film Godzilla brought the character back to theaters around the world after a decade-long absence. Its success launched the Monsterverse, with his most famous allies and adversaries joining him in the sequels. This incarnation of the Big G is an ancient agent of balance. He keeps more hostile monsters from disrupting the natural order through intimidation or pure atomic power. That said, he's not without his pride, challenging his fellow Alpha Kong instead of pursuing a growing threat inside Apex Cybernetics. In the end, the two titans found common ground against the company's renegade creation, Mechagodzilla. In supervising the birth of a new American Godzilla, Gareth Edwards had a simple task: don't hire Patrick Tatopoulos. The design he came up with for TriStar's 1998 film, which bore only a passing resemblance to Toho's Daikaiju, was high on the list of fan complaints. Still, Edwards was willing to let the artists at Weta Workshop and MPC experiment during the 6-month process. Some of the Godzillas by Andrew Baker, Christian Pierce, and Greg Broadmoor were influenced by reptiles, others by dragons or fish, and a few even went for the Heisei look. Matt Alsop, the chief designer of the Mutos, also came up with a breakthrough: an eagle-like face. Edwards was conscious of the need to make the monster look good from every angle, since we were going to be living with this design for the rest of our lives, and ultimately fused together all of the elements from the assortment that he liked the most. The final Garegoji, as it has come to be known in the Japanese fanbase, was clearly recognizable as Godzilla, with a few innovations. It had visible gills, sauropod-like feet, simple, pointed dorsal plates the same color as the body, and a tail that narrowed to a whip. The new look debuted in partial silhouette at San Diego Comic-Con in 2012, and Legendary would slowly reveal more and more of it as the release date neared. Sound designers Eric Adal and Ethan Van der Ryn created Godzilla's new roar. They first tried the same glove on a contrabass trick that Akira Ifukube came up with for the original film, but found the results weren't quite right for the era of 12-channel IMAX theaters. Their breakthrough was metal friction. As Adal put it, dry ice supercools certain types of metal, and it starts contracting and vibrating and produces this shrieking and bellowing. For the rumble at the end of the roar, they manipulated recordings of a potted plant raked across concrete. To capture how the roars would resonate in a city, they blasted them from the Rolling Stones tour speakers in a Warner Brothers backlot, which could be heard from about 3 miles away. The sound of Godzilla's atomic breath came from the launch of a Delta IV rocket, with the buildup a heavily manipulated elephant trumpet. The finished movie changed